The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
Very good evening and welcome to the Love Talk Show,
where you can learn intelligent love.
And welcome to our program, Let's Learn to Love, Chris.
Yes, one more week we are starting here, sharing with all of you tips in order for you to have a blessed and
a happy life.
Relationship.
A love life that pleases God. In today's program, we're going to speak about something very interesting. You're going to find out just in a moment. But tell us from where you are watching our program tonight. We are here live from the studios of the Liberty Radio. I can see we have Jovian from Woolwich connect with us.
And we have Glasgow, Jessica, Plasto, Hortensia.
They are all connected.
Jackie
from Ipswich. Yeah. Very good evening, Jack. For Plasto as well. Chelsea, I think, from Plasto. Chelsea from Plasto, I think from VYG in Plasto.
Yes.
I hope you are having a blessed night from your home. I mean, last week, Chris, we can say that it was a blessing.
Yes.
We had a very special love therapy. And I'm sure that you could learn a lot to the tips and what has happened actually in the love therapy. But this week, Chris, it's a preparation for the single hours.
Yes.
We're going to talk more about that throughout our program today.
Definitely.
Is unraveling the myth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be something very, very special. And we spoke with a couple actually in the last love therapy, which was very, very nice. We may just show you as well today what this interview was about. But before that, I see the Haken is connected as well. We're going to review today as well, which is the couple that's going to be with us in the hot seat in this coming Thursday with Bishop James and Mrs. Elena. You're going to find out who is the couple that's going to be with us in the love therapy this week as well.
Sharing with us
an experience,
moment, a challenge moment they had that brought them together.
Yeah, we didn't even much speak about what Pastor Philip and his wife Christiane spoke. It's something very important because when you speak with people last Friday, Chris, last Thursday, we did ask them and they mentioned very important parts of the service because it was a blessing.
It was the second two.
Yeah, it was the second two, that's correct, yes. And of course, the point that Pastor Philip and his wife shared, it was powerful as well and perhaps is connected with the video we are going to talk about. So it's going to be very, very nice. So let's start like this. I'm going to show you 2 interviews of people who have been attending the love therapy seminars. Because if you are not, for some reason, you stop coming to the love therapy seminar, you should start again. It's an opportunity for you to learn about the intelligent love. If you are watching us from outside London, I know we have, for example, people from Ipswich connected here from Glasgow, and they have been going to the love therapy there in their branches and watching it. It's very powerful. Even when you are outside London, you are there in your branch, you are learning the lessons to the love therapy. I think all those lessons, Chris, it's important too. You are carrying experience. You are carrying wisdom that you can apply in your life.
Yes, it's like a person when they go to uni to study about a subject, they inquire from the teacher. They get from the teacher there the knowledge, the word, and whenever they go out to start practicing that profession, so then they start to apply everything they learned. And the love therapy is for that. Maybe now you are single, you are not in a relationship, or maybe you are in a relationship, you are married. But every time you come to the love therapy, get all the knowledge, all the things that we can get from the Word of God.
Exactly. The main point from the words of God, Chris. That's correct.
Apply in your love life. I'm sure you're going to reap benefits. You're going to reap the fruit of it.
I have no doubts about it.
Yes.
No doubts whatsoever. Let's watch those 2 interviews and they will be right back. So call your friends, your colleagues, say, look, the video of tonight, the subject we are going to talk about tonight is going to be very powerful. And you're going to see there is a connection a little bit of what Pastor Philip and his wife, Christiane, shared in the last love therapy as well. Let's go for the videos.
How long have you been attending the love therapy seminars for now?
2 months.
And what would you say made you start attending the love therapy seminars?
We've first done the marriage course, but we've never actually done the love therapy. So we decided to attend. It's been an ongoing thing and it's been a blessing ever since we started.
And what would you say is something that you've noticed has started to change since you started attending the love therapy seminars?
I believe it's me looking at myself more as an individual. So I've been looking what I can change and what I can develop, and it's really been helping in my marriage, so it's really good. Yeah.
And if you were to say one thing that stood out to you today from tonight's love therapy seminar, what would that be?
I would say it's about the personality in terms of like some people don't understand, and even it was clarified today, the difference between character and personality and how we should focus on the person's character. Because the personality is something that you can't change a person. But if their character is bad, it's something that might affect you in the future.
What would you say to someone that also wants to have this kind of insight in their love life, but they don't know where to start?
I say always start with God. It's the best thing. Like, always go to God and ask God, like, what is it that you want me to change about myself? And, you know, how can I be an example in my marriage, but also how can I be an example for myself? But it's also like when we represent God and we give our lives to God, we want to be an example for God. So how are we going to be an example to others? So it's also that just it's a process, but it's all about putting God first and allowing God to mold you to be better.
And what would you say the role of love therapy plays in your marriage today?
It plays a big role because it shows us some things that we don't see ourselves in our marriage, and explains certain behaviors that a man or a woman may have that you may not know because you don't come. So it reveals a lot of stuff and teaches us how to be better at marriage and better ourselves.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
Yeah, Chris, you see how important it is. This couple are sharing their experience and what they have learned and how they're improving their relationship. It's so good when you see couples like that telling their story, young couples, and seeing how things now can be working in a right way, in a positive way.
Yes.
I think we have more people connecting, Chris. You are saying that. So we have two teams connected. Edna, we have Lydia from Woolwich,
Caroline from Hackney.
We
Tara
have from Plasto, Evelyn from FPK, Marie from Woodgreen. We have Tobias from Woolwich, yeah. Seven Kings, we have Faith connected, Venice Thompson from Brixton. Let's do this. We are going to play for you the video of tonight. I want you to watch the video. Again, we always speak, Chris, especially on Mondays here. Sometimes when you watch those videos and they start saying, okay, but this have nothing to do with me. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not someone famous. That's not my lifestyle. It's important, Chris, to mention that the main point of those videos is not to show the life of celebrities. We're not to make any comparison between you and famous people or not. But it's for you to understand that people in our days, they mirror their society. They look to people out there as if they were examples. Say, I want to have the life of such and such. Maybe it's not your case, but the majority of people, they idealize, I believe that's the word, idealize this kind of lifestyle or what these people have achieved. But at the end of the day, Chris, in reality, the majority of those people are so frustrated.
Yes, and through the video that we're gonna show, it's just so we can sometimes relate and speak about the subject. So I think it's really important to have something to watch and to see in order to relate it to it.
And make decisions for yourself.
Yes, exactly.
So let's watch together this video, and we're going to be right back.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
Yeah, you see this subject, Chris. As you are reading there the poll that you did, can you read the poll again? My wife did a poll.
We placed a poll there in the Love Therapy News.
The Love Therapy News chat on Telegram. It says the poll the following.
We wanted to know.
You want to write it here as well. Our producer here and also operator is going to write here. So you can read, Chris.
If you had the opportunity to be in a relationship early, would you take it or let it pass?
So if you had the opportunity to be in a relationship early, would you take it or let it pass? So if you had the opportunity to be in a relationship early, would you take it or would you pass it? So if you are watching us and you say, Pastor, I would take it. So right here, take it. If you say, I would pass, so you can write pass, okay? And then we'll be counting it. We're going to tell the result of the poll that we did also the Love Therapy News. So you can start writing now, okay? So you can write there. So if you think that's the opportunity to take a relationship early, if you say that yes, so I'll take it. So you can write take it. So if you think no, I don't think it's good, I'm gonna pass it. So you write pass it, okay? As you write here on the chat, we are going to check how is it the poll about that. We can, Chris, I think we can speak not only about, like we spoke about some famous people like Hendrik and the other musician, I don't really remember his name.
Yeah, I remember because I am from his generation when he used to sing in the band.
Okay, I don't know those bands and music. And
I think you know a song that they sing, but you can't remember. But if I sing, you will remember.
Okay. But I don't know. And also I'm not the Generation Z. I think our operator, he is from our Generation Z.
I don't know which generation I am. I'm completely lost on all those names.
I think it's people who are born from 1995 to 2010, I think. So we are just born a little bit earlier than that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But the thing is, we can give a personal experience about it. We can talk about, for example, before talking about us, Chris, I think it's important to speak about Bishop Renata and Mrs. Chris. I believe she was 16 or 17 when they 17 when they got married, and Bishop was 18 or 20 or 19, something along the 2 years difference. I believe.
Yes.
I believe it was like 2 years difference when they got married, and they have been married for more than 30 years now. It has been more than 30 years they are together. And we have our example. We got married quite young, not that young as Bishop Renato and his wife, but we just got married just over 20.
That's when I was 20.
You were
I was
20.
19. I just completed 20.
You just complete 20 when we got married. So what we can share this experience with you, because the majority of the people who got married young as like us, especially for the generation that we are, that's a bit different, we have been seeing the results and the benefits of being married in a young age, because it allows you to share and live experiences together with this person. Again, we're talking about marriage.
Yeah, because the subject is marriage. Is it a dream or a killjoy? Mm-hmm. Right? So nowadays we have many people that has this preconcept
preconceptions.
This preconception about marriage. They just place this tag on marriage that marriage is a killjoy. Or maybe it is a dream, but it's very hard to achieve. It's impossible to achieve. And is it marriage any good anyway? They are very afraid. Many people are afraid of getting married because they have seen so many couples and unfortunately not very good examples, and they think, and then,
Yeah, they think they will not really live their life. I can see here from our chat, the majority of the people is saying, take it.
Yes.
So Loyota say take it, Caroline say take it, Venice Stops say take it, she said I vote also take it, Jack from Ipswich says take it, Chelsea, she said let it pass, Venice Stops say Hanson. So I believe, Chris, these misconceptions are created for people who actually are single, people who did a bad experience of have a relationship in a young age. They carry that frustrations throughout the years. You see, people who are out there giving so much advice, or I have something nowadays, Chris. It's very hard to understand. We have something that we call nowadays influencers. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
So what are influencers they do?
They influence people.
That's the thing. And the way these influences speaks about love life.
And many times they influence the things that they don't buy themselves.
Exactly, because they are paid to speak about that particular brand or product.
As our time passes very fast,
yes, Chris,
I think it's important to mention that there are a lot of benefits of getting married in early.
Yeah,
I know we are not telling you that you should get married tomorrow because you are 18, 19.
No, not like that.
What I mean is, many times people they don't trust in getting married early, because sometimes they start to engage early from school, where they didn't want to have a long relationship, was just to have someone. Sometimes the person was really insecure.
Yeah, they just procrastinate.
And then when someone starts to say, you are so beautiful, the person don't feel beautiful, but then someone comes and say, you are beautiful, I love you, and they start to engage, and then they give 100% of themselves, and then after that relationship doesn't work. So what do they blame? They blame us. You see, men are all the same.
And women are all the same.
Women are all the same. They don't want... But the thing is not to get married, but is to have the right person on your side, because...
but that's why you talk about marrying someone, Chris.
Exactly.
Because people, as I said, they did not move together, as we're showing even in the video that we just played. So it's a difference. You see, for you to marry someone, you go through a process. You need to make commitments with that person. It requires things that nowadays people they are running away from. So the word commitment, now people they don't want to hear about it. They want to experience things. They want to move together in a house. They want to move together in a flat. They'll have a relationship that they meet someone today, and they sleep with this person tonight, the same day. Same night, and then the other day they think, okay, let's start this relationship, but that's not really a relationship. We talk about marriage, something that God created for men and women to be together happily. And this is different, because to be married with someone requires commitment. And as you are saying, Chris, it's important for you to speak about that, because you create the poll there in our Love Therapy News chat on Telegram. And the result of the poll was?
Yeah, majority would take it.
The majority would take it.
The majority would take it.
But there was a great percentage that will pass, huh?
Yes, I just don't know it by heart.
Yeah, you can check there, yeah. Because the thing
everybody, it's 75% would take it. 25% would let it pass.
Will let it pass. Again, we understand, like, we're not saying, for example, one thing is important, Chris, for you to say as well. before we finish our program tonight, this people who is watching us, and you are over already this age.
Yes.
They don't say, "Wow, you're talking about being very young," but I'm not in my 20s anymore, or even teens anymore. I have passed this time, Pastor. So it means that I will not be happy? No whatsoever, Chris.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that. It means that, well, for sure you can be happy, but it will demand a little bit more of you because of your past experiences. So that's the reason why we always speak in the program and even in the love therapy. In order for a person to start a relationship with someone, this person must be solved inside of them, because otherwise it would be really hard. Yeah, that's the reason why we have to humble ourselves and say, okay, hold on, I need to sort myself inside of me. I know I had bad experiences before, but I can't take it with me. And maybe you have 1, 2, 3 past relationships that didn't work, or people that you hang with that
cheat on you, or you cheat on someone.
Wasn't a good thing. But again, there is not only these 3 men in the world, not only these 3 women in the world. There is others, and it wouldn't be fair to consider themselves as a model for all the rest.
That's true.
And once you are seeking from God, I am sure that, again, we always say that the same, it looks like a broken record. But in order for us to have a man of God, we need to be a woman of God first. And again, if you are secure and you are there dating someone, and you see a kind of behavior that, well, no, this, I cannot accept it, this is not right, because you were solved inside of you. You won't be begging, oh no, but at least I have someone. But at least he says he loves me.
Yeah.
But at least nobody will be coming to me and say, why are you not dating yet? No, if you are solved inside of you, you don't have that insecurities from your past. If that person does something that you see that is not right, you say, look, I think that's it. We can't carry on.
You not be moved by your emotions. I think it's easy to say that, Chris.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't want to tell you what to do, what not to do. We're just giving you an advice, okay? And speak about that, Chris. Our time is very short, but I believe it's not by speaking too much. I think you already received the advice that you need. Now, to apply or not is completely up to you, okay? We are going to have, as I said, the single hours this coming week.
Yes.
So we're going to have the unraveling the myth, the single hours. And in the same day of the single hours, we will have the pastor. I'm going to reveal to you the couple. So it's Pastor Fagner. I don't know if we have anyone watching us from Peterborough. I know we had some people watching us from Plasto, that he was in Plasto. I think his wife's name is Camila.
Yes.
So
Camila.
They are going to be here with us in the hot seat this coming Thursday now. Pastor Fagner and his wife Camila. Okay, they'll be with Bishop James in the Love Therapies in this coming Thursday. Yeah, it is them. So if you know them, message them. Say, Pastor, you're going to be there. Because they don't know yet. They're going to find out only tomorrow about that. But also, Chris, first to end our program, I'm going to end the program showing to them a couple who, accepted the invitation to come to one event of the single hours. He came for the first time, and his name is Samuel. And she was coming in the single hours. She always comes in the single hours. Until the day that God prepare someone there just to meet them. And they met. I see some people from Plaza, they're cheering up. They remember them,
Yes.
They were there in Plasto. Now they are in Peterborough. So they're going to be in the Love Therapy this week.
Yeah, Peterborough connected.
Danica.
Hello.
Very good to hear from you. So we're gonna leave for you this couple. Their story is very nice because you can be this couple of tomorrow as well. Okay? And also, Chris, we have our Q&A program tomorrow.
Oh yes, we have a lot of other questions to answer.
You can keep asking questions. You can email us at love@uckg.org.
Yes.
You can ask us the questions that you want. We will be able to answer maybe not all of them at once. We have few questions, you said.
Yes, we have few questions, and we are trying to answer 2 by 2, 3, but we're gonna get your question answered.
Your question is gonna
keep
come.
on watching Q&A. It will be answered.
Okay, so it's all for tonight, I think, Chris.
Yes, it is all for tonight.
We'll see all you tomorrow at the same time in your program, The Love Talk Show. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I didn't really know what the love therapy was, but I was introduced to it by people from church. So I decided to start coming. I didn't really know what the single hour was, so it wasn't something that I took into consideration. But of course, as the singles day came along, I was encouraged to go as much as I didn't want to go. I still went.
Just me ask you, are you encouraged by who?
By members of the church. By members of the church to go. So I decided to go, take the opportunity, and that is where I met Sinead.
Well, that's when you met Sinead.
Yeah.
And you Sinead, was a bit different because you used to come to the single hours, but you were not really sure that you would find someone in the single hours.
Yeah, I didn't believe that I would maybe meet someone. There was like a lot of thoughts in my mind, or I'll think there's not a lot of guys here, maybe my age, I'm not going to meet somebody. So I was coming, but I wasn't coming in faith. I had these type of thoughts in my mind, and it was like, because I came more than once, it was like, if it didn't work the first time, will it work again? So when it came to even the singles day, I was hesitant about even going myself. My youth pastor at the time, we had some like love therapy members in our...
The love team.
Yeah, in my church, in my particular branch, they were encouraging me to go. So I signed up, and in my mind it was like, you know what, let me come with an open mind. So I actually came believing, you know what, I don't know who exactly I'm going to meet, but I came in faith of that, okay, I can actually meet somebody.
And then you guys have like a match.
Yeah, we were matched by a love therapy member in my branch. She matched us.
They did a match there.
Yeah.
And then how long you guys are now in this relationship?
We've been together for a year.
Can I just ask?
Yeah,
do you remember the first that first time there in Kilburn that you spoke?
Yes, we should.
Was there like any awkward moments?
Well,
she said yes.
Yeah, because initially I told her I'm not looking for anyone or looking for a relationship. But even though...
So what were you doing there?
Do you know what? I was still open-minded to go, even though I wasn't specific, like thinking I'm going there to find someone.
So you had some like awkward moments?
Yeah.
She wants to speak.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward because when he said that, he just said, I'm not interested in meeting anyone, I'm just focused on serving God. That's literally my focus. So when he said that to me, I was like, okay, he's serious. And he was like, my focus is my branch, doing what I need to do, etc. So I was like, okay. And then it was literally as we were leaving the singles day, I said bye to him and he stopped me and he said, are you coming on Thursday? And he said, I want to speak to you then. And that's when we properly started.
So now you guys are engaged and planning to get married when?
The plans next year.
Next year. So I was even thinking, Bishop, it's something that we say in the program, the Love Talk Show, because sometimes when people come to the single hours, they always think that something like magic, like a magic is going to happen. They're going to see, something or a light.
The fairies will come and transform the pumpkin in something great, something like that. And yes, and it's not like that.
Yeah, not necessarily. As Bishop just said, so you also guys had, sometimes the conversation doesn't really go well at the first time, but something was planted there. And afterwards, you just reap the results.